Welcome to Math Contest Drills for Filipino Kids. This time around, let us have easy round for grade 9 students. In the easy round, the participants are not allowed to use scratch paper. Each item must be answered in 15 seconds and the participants must write the answer on an answer sheet before the time expires. Okay, these are easy round 15-second questions. Let us begin with question number 1. A base angle of an isosceles triangle is 53 degrees. What is the vertex angle? Again, a base angle of an isosceles triangle is 53 degrees. What is the vertex angle? Go. Time is up. The answer is 74 degrees. Question number 2. If x is to 81 equals 144 is to x, what is the value of x? Again, if x is to 81 equals 144 is to x, what is the value of x? Go. Time is up. The answer is 108. Question number 3. The length of a rectangle is 6 more than its width. If the width is 3x minus 4, find the perimeter. The length of a rectangle is 6 more than its width. If the width is 3x minus 4, find the perimeter. Go. Time is up. The answer is 12x minus 4 units. Question number 4. A wheel turns 10 revolutions per minute. Through how many degrees will it turn into 1 second? A wheel turns 10 revolutions per minute. Through how many degrees will it turn to 1 second? Go. Time is up. The answer is 60 degrees. Let us proceed to question number 5. The point -3, 5 is the midpoint of segment PO. P has coordinates -7, 2. What are the coordinates of O? The point -3, 5 is the midpoint of segment PO. P has coordinates -7, 2. What are the coordinates of O? Go. Time is up. The answer is 1/8. Question number 6. The altitude to the hypotenuse of a right triangle divides the hypotenuse into two segments of length 8 and 9. How long is the altitude? The altitude to the hypotenuse of a right triangle divides the hypotenuse into two segments of length 8 and 9. How long is the altitude? Go. Time is up. What is the answer? It's 6 square root of 2 units. Question number 7. The average of x and 8x is 18. What is the average of x, 3x, 5x, and 7x? The average of x and 8x is 18. What is the average of x, 3x, 5x, and 7x? Go. Time is up. The answer is 16. We're now in question number 8. A, B, C are distinct points on a line. If AB equals BC equals 12 and the coordinates of B is 5, what is the coordinates of A if A is to the left of B? Again, A, B, C are distinct points on a line. If AB equals BC equals 12 and the coordinates of B is 5, what is the coordinate of A if A is to the left of B? Go. Time is up. The answer is -7. Question number 9. Two sides of a triangle are 12 centimeters and 21 centimeters. What is the maximum possible integral length of the third side? Again, two sides of a triangle are 12 centimeters and 21 centimeters. What is the maximum possible integral length of the third side? Go. Time is up. The answer is 32 centimeters. Last question for this round. If measure of angle M equals 40, what is the measure of the supplement of the complement of angle M? Again, if measure of angle M equals 40, what is the measure of the supplement of the complement of angle M? Go. Time is up. The answer is 130 degrees. Okay, at this point, let us discuss the answers to our 15-second questions. For question number 1, we are asked of the vertex angle. So, in an isosceles triangle, there are three angles, two base angles, and a vertex angle. Let x be the measure of the vertex angle. So we have the two base angles as 53 plus 53 plus the measure of the vertex angle x equals 180. Solving for x, we have 180 minus the sum of the two base angles, 106. Then x is equal to 74. That is the vertex angle. Question number 2, we have a proportion x to 81 equals 144 to x. Applying the cross product property of proportion, or we multiply the means equal to the product of the extremes, that is x squared equals 81 times 144. At this point, when we get the square root of both sides, do not multiply 81 and 144 because 81 can be written as 9 squared and 144 can be written as 12 squared. So that when we get the square root of both sides, square root of 9 squared is 9 and square root of 12 squared is 12. Therefore, we can simply get the value of x as the product of 9 and 12. That is 108. Question number 3. The length of the rectangle is 6 more than its width. So if the width is 3x minus 4, then the length is 3x minus 4 plus 6. By the formula of perimeter, twice the sum of the length and the width, so P is equal to 2 times 3x minus 4 plus 3x plus 2. That is the width plus the length. Simplifying, P is equal to 2 times the quantity 6x minus 2, and P is equal to 12x minus 4. Now we go to question number 4. A wheel turns 10 revolutions per minute. So to get the degrees, we have to convert 10 revolutions per minute into degrees per second. Multiplying, you know that 1 revolution is equal to 360 degrees and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So we're going to multiply this value by 1 second, thereby cancelling some values. Revolution cancels, minute, and also second. So the remaining unit here is degrees. We have to evaluate the remaining values. So that is 10 times 360 over 60 degrees. So that is equal to 60 degrees because 360 over 60 is 6 times 10, 60 degrees. Question number 5. The point negative 3,5 is the midpoint of segment PO. So if that is the midpoint, we have the formula for midpoint as x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2, comma, y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2. Substituting or getting the equation to get x sub 2 and y sub 2, negative 3 is the x coordinate of the midpoint, so that is negative 7 plus x sub 2 over 2. Multiplying both sides by 2 and getting the value of x sub 2, that is equal to 1. On the other hand, 5 is the y coordinate of the midpoint, so that is 2 plus y sub 2 over 2. Multiplying both sides by 2 and then getting the value of y sub 2 is 10 minus 2a. Therefore, the coordinates of O are 1 and 8, or 1, 8. Number 6. The altitude to the hypotenuse of a right triangle divides the hypotenuse into two segments 8 and 9. So let us draw the right triangle. It says that we have the altitude to the hypotenuse, so that comes from the right angle of the triangle. And this altitude divides the hypotenuse to segments measuring 8 and 9. By right triangle similarity, we know that the altitude is the geometric mean between the segments for which it divides the hypotenuse of the right triangle. So A is equal to square root of 8 times 9. A is square root of 72, and 72 is 36 times 2. Therefore, A is 6 square root of 2. Number 7, we get the average of x and 8x equals 18. From there, we can get the value of x. So we have 9x equals 36 and x equals 4. We get the average of x, 3x, 5x, and 7x. Sum them up, divided by 4. So that is 16x over 4, or 4x. Therefore, the average is 4x, or 4 times 4, 16. Question number 8. A, B, and C are distinct points on the line. So let us have the representation. We have point A, B, and C on a line, and we have AB equals 12, BC is also 12, and the coordinate of B is 5. So if we're to get the distance AB, we get the absolute value of B minus A. Since AB equals 12 and B equals 5, then 12 equals 5 minus A, and A equals 5 minus 12. Therefore, the coordinate of A is negative 7. Number 9. Two sides of a triangle are 12 and 21 centimeters. From the triangle inequality theorem, we know that the sum of two sides is greater than the third side. So from these relationships between A, B, and C as sides of the triangle, then we can form C is greater than the difference between A and B, but less than the sum of A and B. If C is the third side, then we have C is greater than 21 minus 12, but less than 21 plus 12. So in here, the minimum value of C is 9, and the maximum is a value that is less than 33. So therefore, the maximum possible integral length of the third side is 32. Question number 10. Measure of angle M equals 40. If measure of angle M equals 40, the complement of this is 50. And the supplement of 50 is 130. That's 130 degrees. Thank you. Please do not forget to subscribe on this channel for more math contest drills for Filipino kids.